So, do you give up praying that easily? Hey guys, let me kick this off with a question that might hit right where it hurts. How many times have you stopped praying because you thought God wasn't listening? Like, you asked, you searched, you knocked on the door, and nothing, just silence. Then that doubt creeps in. Is it even worth it to keep going? Yeah, today we're gonna have a real talk, mind and heart together. No stiff theology, no old school churchy language. A straight up raw conversation about something Jesus said that, if we take it seriously, could flip your whole faith game. Luke 11:9-10. You know that famous part, ask and it shall be given, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened. So yeah, it's not just a cute quote. There's way more depth behind it. The thing is, in a world where everything's gotta be instant, like right now with a click, prayers become kind of like an emergency button. We only remember it when stuff hits the fan. But Jesus is teaching something else here. Persistence, consistency, faith that doesn't back down easy. So get ready, because in this video, we're gonna break down the idea that unanswered prayers mean failure. We're gonna look at this teaching from Jesus with fresh eyes, sharp, but also soft and real. Already hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs a breath of faith. Because what we're diving into today might be just the push someone needs to get back on their knees, you feel me? You down to stick with me all the way through this reflection? Look, when Jesus says ask, seek, knock, he's not just throwing words into the wind. There's weight, there's intention, there's a build-up here that, if we pay attention, shows God's heart for our journey with him. Asking is the starting point. It's when you admit you're in need. And man, that's already tough for a lot of people, right? Because let's be real, in a world that worships independence, admitting you're lacking, hurting, needing help, that's a major act of humility. Then comes seeking. That already requires movement. It's not just throwing up a prayer on autopilot anymore, it's getting involved. It's chasing after God's presence, even when the feels are gone, even when heaven feels shut. And you know what's wild? A lot of people give up here, because seeking demands energy, time, focus, and honestly, we live tired, distracted, overwhelmed with stuff pulling at our attention 24/7, and knocking? Oh man, that's all about persistence. It's you knocking on the same door even when it looks like no one's ever gonna open it. That's raw faith. Cause let's be honest, we knock today and expect to hear that doorknob turning by tomorrow. But Jesus is saying, keep knocking. Don't stop, even if no one's looking through the window, even if it's pitch black on the other side. But there's one thing here people ignore. The promise isn't about timing, it's about outcome. He didn't say, ask today and receive tomorrow. He said, everyone who asks receives. Can it take a while? Yep, but it's coming, because God's not deaf or cold. He just works on another frequency, another rhythm, and dude, that really messes with us, because we've been conditioned to think delay means denial. But sometimes God's not saying no, he's just saying not yet. The truth is, our generation struggles with process. We want answers at Wi-Fi speed. But in God's kingdom, the Wi-Fi runs on patience, on building. And Jesus, with this statement, is basically teaching us to be steady in prayer, to not trade in our persistence just because we're tired. There's also people who think that asking once is enough. Like, God already knows, right? I don't need to keep repeating myself. But that mindset totally misses the power of spiritual consistency. Praying every day, even when there's no answer, changes you before it changes your situation. You get what I'm saying? And here's something nobody really talks about. Prayer isn't just a wish list, it's relationship. It's quality time with the Creator. And in that space, God aligns our will with His. That's why sometimes people pray for one thing, and over time start desiring something else entirely. Because prayer transforms us before it transforms what's around us. So maybe instead of asking, why hasn't God answered? We should ask, why did I stop knocking? Let's be real here. Everyone wants to be heard. We all want to see results. We want to feel like praying, seeking, pushing through is actually worth it. And when it feels like nothing's happening, the urge to give up is real. Stop talking to God. Stop believing. Stop trying. But here's the most powerful part of what Jesus is saying in Luke 11. He's not promising ease. He's promising response. That changes the whole game because it reminds us that prayer isn't about twisting God's arm. It's about aligning ourselves with Him. So yeah, keeping at it in prayer isn't stubbornness, it's faith. It's the deep belief that there's a Father on the other side who's listening, not some cold judge, not a vending machine God, but someone who actually cares, who knows your voice, your pain, your story. Jesus is talking to the forgotten ones here, to those who've tried everything and seen no change. He's saying, don't stop, stay strong, keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking, Because persistence shows who truly believes, who really loves, who's not just in this for what they can get. Now think with me. How many doors didn't open in your life just because you stopped knocking one day too soon? How many answers did you never see because you thought God was silent, when maybe he was just testing your faith? This whole passage, man, it's a calling. Jesus is calling us to be real believers, not momentary ones. Believers who walk the walk, who pray through tears, through anger, through exhaustion, but with faith. And just to close it strong, praying isn't magic. It's trust. It's choosing, day after day, to believe that God is worthy of your voice, even when the world's trying to silence your faith. So hey, if any of this hit home for you, if something here clicked in your heart, here's what you do. Drop a comment saying, I'm gonna keep knocking, share this video with someone who needs to be reminded that God still answers, and don't forget to subscribe, because here, we talk faith with honesty, no filters, and with purpose. We're in this together. Keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking, until that door swings wide open. God bless you. Catch you in the next video.